and Brookings finished before everybody else in girls AA basketball did. Came down to the last Saturday of the season where the Governors would go. For a while they thought they might go East River and play Brandon Valley. Nope, didn't turn out that way. They come out here to play a Stevens team whom they lost to way back on the 8th of January at the Rigside Gym, 59-40. This is the Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame show here in Rapid City. Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance and Pierre, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The broadcast of this playoff game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the SDHS-AA. You know, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, well, they celebrate being part of the team, and they remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. Pierre 8-12 coming into this SoDak 16. Remember when Stevens came to Pierre back on the 8th of January and we were wondering what's wrong with this team? Well, they weren't completely healthy at that point and just 3-3. Well, they won 11 of their last 13 games and they ended the regular season with a record of 14-5. The only losses to two pretty good basketball teams. Aberdeen Central, number one in AA for a lot of the year, and the team that is still number one in Class A, another team from Rapid City, St. Thomas More, who just did a number on the Miller Rustlers last night in the girls A SoDak 16. The Raiders have played very, very well otherwise and played well in the games they lost. So it'll be a challenge for the Governors, and again, rebounding is going to be so important for Pierre. Let's see if Reese Terwilliger, who wasn't playing as much when these teams played in January, let's see if that makes a difference for the Governors tonight. This is our Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame show, and we'll get right into our keys to success. Then we'll take a look at what's happening tonight in the SoDak 16, but those keys to success are just ahead for you after we take a break first. We'll get to the keys to success in just a moment, but let's take a break first and tell you that we're coming to you from the Smith Plumbing broadcast booth here in Rapid City at Stevens High School. There's more coming up in 2 minutes on the Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame on the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball in the SoDak 16, River 92.7.
If you'd like to earn up to a 30% discount on your auto insurance, then here's your chance. Pottsville State Farm has an updated version of the Drive Safe and Save app, and drivers everywhere are enjoying the rewards. Millions are now saying it, don't mess with my discount, and you will too. Just download the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm to get started, or call Pottsville State Farm agent's office and they'll be happy to sign you up. Call 224-4173, Pottsville State Farm Insurance, and learn more today.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Smith Plumbing, family owned and operated, provides complete plumbing services to the Pierre-Fort Pierre area. Whether you're in need of timely service, a remodel, or building a new home, Smith Plumbing will be there for you. When you call Smith Plumbing, you'll be treated the only way they know how, like family. Visit their website, smithplumbing.com, or call today, 224-4770. Superior craftsmanship and service. Smith Plumbing in Pierre, your friendly neighborhood plumbers.
We're in the Smith Plumbing broadcast booth in Rapid City, Stevens High School, Carroll Higher Gymnasium. SoDak 16, Governors and the Stevens Raiders. The winner of this game at the state tournament at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls on Thursday would play the winner of the game between Sturgis and Harrisburg, which is underway. We'll update you on these scores a little later. Top seed Sioux Falls, Washington, and Brookings. Second seed Aberdeen Central and Spearfish. Harrisburg and Sturgis. Fourth seed O'Gorman taking on Sioux Falls Lincoln. Mitchell's the fifth seed. They're hosting Watertown at the Corn Palace. Seventh seed Brandon Valley against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Huron against Rapid City Central. That game and the Mitchell game and this game have not yet begun, but should all end around the same time. But no matter what, we're going to know, we should know, and we definitely will know who the winner of this game will play on Thursday night when this one is over. Another 2-minute break on our Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame. Then we'll begin those keys to success from Central Dakota Eye Care with the head coach of the Stevens Raiders, Michael Brooks, back to Rapid City in 2 minutes on the official home of Pierre Governor's SoDak 16 basketball, River 92-7.
As you clear that last patch of snow from your driveway, breathe in that crisp, rejuvenating winter air before you throw yourself into a monstrous snow pile and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Shriek for tide-turning reversals, hoop at game-winning threes, and gasp in awe at a perfect back walkover. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
This Governor Sports Moment is being brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Peyton Zabel graduated as one of the most decorated athletes in the history of Pierre Riggs High School. In his senior season, Zabel set career passing touchdown records for the Governor football team and was named Player of the Year in football, basketball, and baseball in South Dakota. Peyton Zabel, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart and service. Local, convenient. Shop Lynn's Dakota Mart for the freshest produce, highest quality meats, and delicious bakery items. Shopping Lynn's Dakota Mart is easier because of the spacious aisles. Everything is easy to find. Lynn's Dakota Mart has recently updated their store and takes pride in providing you a clean shopping environment. Lynn's Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy offers free delivery and mail out too. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
City, home of the Stevens Raiders. They're hosting the Pierre Governors in the girls SoDak 16 this evening. And we begin our Central Dakota Eye Care Keys to Success with Michael Brooks, the head coach of the Stevens Raiders. When last we saw you, it's been a while ago. It's been almost 2 months. Your team came into that game at 3-3, had a good convincing win that night. Boy, you've played great basketball since. What's been the difference the rest of the way for you?
You know, it helped to get everybody healthy and to be able to have consistent lineups, you know, where ladies knew what their role was and what to expect every day. And then we also could have better practices because we had great competition. You know, so I think it's just a matter of getting comfortable and confident with one another. And, you know, but it's been 2 months, so a lot has changed during that time for sure.
No doubt. But AA basketball, everybody who has been in it knows it. This has been tough. I mean, every opponent you're going to see in the first, I don't know, especially everybody who's in the 16, but especially at the top of this league, is really, really difficult. And teams have to play tough basketball. You feel like your team has done that?
You know, I think we've shown that we can play in difficult situations. You know, we challenged our team by playing against STM on the road, and, you know, we shot 50% from the free throw line, you know, 14 of 29, and then, you know, we shot 1 of 20 from 3 and went out of that, you know, game on the road with a 3-point loss. You know, and our girls were not very happy about that. But then that's execution, that's focus. And then we turned around and had Central, our rival, on their last game of the season at home, and, you know, played a double overtime game and found a way to win. And those are the things that you want. Those are the things you want your kids to experience. You know, basketball is great and all, but it's about the memories. It's about the experience that they have while doing this. Something that that for a few number of years now here, so hopefully tonight is another one that they can remember for a while.
Well, and those 2 games with Central are just 2 of the best games there have been in girls AA basketball this year, just both nail biters.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rivalry. Yeah. You know, everything is kind of thrown out of the window when that happens, and our teams respect each other, but we don't love each other, that's for sure. But I wish we would have been able to go over. We had two games canceled, so we didn't get to go against Washington and Lincoln.
Right.
And I think those would have been great opportunities for us to also, test ourselves. Everything up till this game is a test to see where you're at, and tonight matters the most. So it's been a great season, but it's all down to one game at this point.
And you've got Pierre. What is the difference that you've noticed from when you played them back in January to where they are right now?
They made some lineup changes. I'm not sure if it was injuries or someone stepping away from the team, but that change has really spurred on some younger kids to step into some roles. Williams is doing just an excellent job of pushing the ball, creating for her team, and Remington has been on fire. And then they've had, I love the post 21 Avery. She's really stepped up. I thought she was very athletic in our first matchup, but now she is playing poised. So I think just growth in a system with a coach that hasn't been there very long, and growth with each other. That's what you want to see, and I commend Coach for creating that type of environment with his kids and allowing them to have success. And I felt like their last 5 games have been really close, have been, after that Washington game, have been really close and have been focused, and they know where they want to get the ball, and they're going to get the ball there, and now they just have to execute and make plays, and that's what scares me about this team for sure.
Stevens Raiders head coach Michael Brooks, as his team prepares to host the Pierre Governors. Good to see you again, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Coming up, our Central Dakota Eye Care Keys to Success continue with Governors head coach Kirk Bebout. Back to Rapid City in 30 seconds after this from Central Dakota Eye Care on River 92.7.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marceau of Central Dakota Eye Care. Yearly comprehensive eye exams are key in detecting eye conditions before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 to schedule an appointment. New patients always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in today's game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
City at Stevens High School, as our Central Dakota Eye Care Keys to Success happens for you now with the head coach of the Pierre Governors, Kirk Bebout. Here you are in a big spot. It's been 10 days since your team has played a game. I asked you that night if it was going to make any difference, and now that you've gotten here, has it made any difference that it's been that long instead of a week or not?
Well, I mean, I think one thing to watch for, and that's pretty much you can expect to happen, is just you're going to get winded right away. A lot of nerves going into that too, but not having played for that amount of time. So I think, girls are going to have to be aware that they are going to get, they're going to seem a little bit more tired than they actually are right away, and they'll get their second win, but that happens in big games when you're nervous and you haven't played in a while. So, that's, just something to watch out for. But other than that, I mean, I don't think, we've had some stretches off before during the season like this before too, so I don't think that's too much of a concern. And they're pretty much in the same boat. They might have played one day after us or something like that. So everyone's in this, everyone's dealing with the same things. Well, focus certainly should not be an issue for as important as a game as this is. Have you seen that from your team? Yeah, I mean, definitely, and It actually is a little bit of a concern with focus for everybody at this time of year, because it's really easy to get caught up in other things. Obviously it could be your last game. It's win in advance or go home. So but you can't really put too much emphasis on that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day it's basketball. So focus on what you need to do in order to compete and give yourself a chance to win. Well, this team you're playing in Stevens has played so well. We've discussed it the other day since you've played them. And we know they can rebound, as we discuss that again, but what else have they been doing since mid-January that has led them to this good stretch? Well, I just think they kind of figured some things out, I guess. They figured out where they want their pieces and who they want getting shots at what times and what they want to run at different times. And that's what teams do over the course of a season, and they weren't healthy to begin the year, so it took them a little bit of time to start, but everyone always has known that they're a good team and that they were going to be, someone to reckon with, when they were healthy, and they got everything figured out. So it's no surprise that they've been on the run that they've been on. They only lost twice since we played them. Once coming after the day after we played them at Aberdeen in a game that was tied with minutes ago, and then they lost the number one team in Class A in St. Thomas More. So obviously they're a very talented, good team, and we're going to have to play our best basketball.
Well, keys to success. Okay, we've talked rebounding. How about something else? What else is going to be important for you to try to pull off this win tonight?
No, handling ball pressure and just, keeping poise and staying focused and together, and it's easier said than done. So, yeah, rebounding the basketball and just handling the ball pressure, and then obviously it's basketball, so we're going to have to make some plays, make some shots.
Head Coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors, nothing but the best. Thanks for the time. Good luck.
All right, thanks as always.
There's more coming up from Rapid City on the Becky Bottsma State Farm pregame in 2 minutes on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
Make the world your playground while adding miles to your social distance in a new ride. If you can drive it or ride in it, American Bank and Trust can finance it or refinance it. Get as low as 2.99% annual percentage rate on any vehicle. New, used, car, truck, boat, even a motorhome for those extended trips. Stop in or call us today and let American Bank and Trust help you get out and play. Member FDIC.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota with a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you into your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
Having a reliable, well-maintained, well-running vehicle saves you money. Plus that, you want to make sure that your vehicle is running at peak performance year-round, so bring it to AJ's, where they offer complete auto tune-ups and brake work, as well as general auto repair, plus they do all types of diagnostics. Make sure your vehicle is running its best. Take it to AJ's Auto Repair, Highway 14 and 1804 in Pierre. Call 224-6678.
It's celebration time at your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule. On Saturday, March 6th, we celebrate 29 years of being your winning destination with super speed drawing starting at 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. with prizes ranging from $250 up to $500. $2,900 in total cash will be given away. Come and enjoy a 10-hour restaurant, $15, and celebrate our 29th anniversary with us at your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, where we can't wait to celebrate our 29 years of business with you this Saturday night.
SoDak 16 basketball featuring the Pierre Governors on River 92.7, brought to you in part by AJ's Auto Repair and Golden Buffalo, your winning destination. At Carroll Higher Gymnasium in Rapid City, we are not too far from tip-off as the Pierre Governors take on the Stevens Raiders, January 8th, Riggs High Gym. Stevens 59, Pierre 40, and as has been the difference in a lot of Pierre games this season, it was rebounding, a 47-32 Stevens advantage. Grace Ellis had 14, Jada McNabb at a double-double with 10 and 10 that night. Remington Price 13 for the Governors in that game with 4 threes. That was a long time ago. But the Governors know rebounding is going to be important, and I've talked about it with Kirk Bebout, who are both blue in the face about it. His team knows that. Hey, let's give you this evening's starting lineups, and they're brought to you by Envirotech. First for the Pierre Governors, sophomore Remington Price at 5'6", the team's leading scorer, 13.9 points a game for Remy. Also 2.9 rebounds a game for 1.3 assists a game, 1.4 steals, and 53 made threes, among the best in a single season in the history of the program. Jessica Lumber, the 5'5 senior, 2.5 points, 1.5 rebounds. Jess has made 12 threes. Katie Williams has done so much for this team, 10.3 points, 5.2 rebounds, 4.4 assists, and 2.6 steals per game. She's hit 10 threes. She's blocked 11 shots. Avery Kaiser, the 5'10 sophomore, 5.6 points, 4.5 rebounds, and a steal a game. And Kenzie Gronlund, the 6-foot senior, at a point and 3.3 rebounds per game. And such a good defender. Expect to see Reese Terwilliger off that bench, who's averaged nearly 8 points a game, the freshman has in the last 6. For head coach Kirk Bebout in his first season as the Governors head coach, his assistant coaches are Nicole Roth, Jeff Schleckaway, and Charisse Blanchette. The Stevens Raiders Envirotech lineup in 30 seconds here on River 92.7 after this from Envirotech. Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule changes due to weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered. Here's how they start for the Stevens Raiders. 5'9" senior Grace Ellis. We told you about the good game she had in the game in Pierre. Jada McNabb, who had the double-double. The 5'10" junior Jaden Matkins also starts for the Raiders. A 5'11" junior. Bailey SoDak, another fine rebounder, a 6-foot junior. And Kennedy Rising, the 5'10" senior, for head coach Michael Brooks in his fourth season, not consecutively, of course. He took a year off, but now he's back. Overall 67-24 as Raiders head coach. His assistants are Travis Swartz, Tanner Wage, Quintrell Porter, and Sherry Kafka. Now, time to tell you about the law on the court, and that's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Back to introduce tonight's officials when we return to Rapid City in 30 seconds here on River 92.7.
With more and more people being at home, chances are you'll access a social media site to stay in touch with family and friends. Before you do this, please check your privacy settings to ensure you're being the safest you can be. For step-by-step instructions on how to check and change your privacy settings for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and the like, go to consumer.sd.gov. With questions, contact South Dakota Consumer Protection Division, 1-800-300-1986, or email consumerhelp@state.sd.us.
The officials for tonight's game are Genevieve DeMen Osborne, Royce Wurtzer, and Domiko Rodriguez. Thank you, lady and gentlemen. The law on the court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. All right. Yeah, I want to know, too. I get you. Let's find out what's happening in the SoDak 16 elsewhere. O'Gorman all over Sioux Falls Lincoln, 37-13, just a minute left in the third, so it looks like the Knights will head to state. And again, the winner of this game gets the winner of Harrisburg and Sturgis in Harrisburg, and it's all Tigers as expected, 54-29. They are through three. Washington Warriors, no problem with the 16th seed Brookings with 4 minutes left in the third. Washington leads 44-19. Brandon Valley, the number 7 seed, leading the 10th seed Sioux Falls Roosevelt in Brandon with 2 minutes left in the third, 43-29. Aberdeen Central, the 2 seed, leading 15th seed Spearfish, 51-21 with 6 minutes to go in the third. So far, everything going as expected. Again, it is Watertown and Mitchell to start about the same time as this game does at the Corn Palace. And around 7:15, it's Rapid City Central and Huron in what should be a good 8-9 game at Huron Arena. So, of course, we will keep you updated. And again, to remind you, the winner of this game will play Thursday evening at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls in the very last game of the day against the winner of tonight's game between Harrisburg and Sturgis. That would be an 8:15 tip-off on Thursday night. They're scheduling the games at the AA State 2 hours and 45 minutes apart, because what they're going to do after every game is get everyone out, make sure everything's clean, make sure it's set for the next game. So that's why there's such a large difference in time. The games for Thursday are set for noon, 2:45, 5:30, and 8:15. So again, if the Governors can win, it would be an 8:15 tip-off on Thursday night, and I'm not going to say that again. Let's just see what happens. Don't forget, tomorrow here on River 92.7, the Pierre Governor boys will play in the SoDak 16 as they'll take on the O'Gorman Knights again in Sioux Falls. It didn't go well for the Governors last Saturday there, 65-38 in the regular season finale. Terry Becker's team 7-12. They know they're going to have to rebound better tomorrow. 1:30 the airtime. Brian Oakland will be there for that right here on River 92.7 and live and archive video like we have tonight at the River 92.7 page, at the DRG News app, and at drgnews.com. Well, the anticipation almost over. It's almost time for SoDak 16 basketball for the Pierre Governors. That is the Becky Pottseva State Farm pregame show. The Governors and the Stevens Raiders in Rapid City. The action is next. This is Pierre Governor basketball in the SoDak 16 on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
Come get lucky this St. Patty's Day at Beck Motor Company of Pierre's Lucky 21 sale. Every new and used vehicle has been sale priced to help your tax return go much further. And as always, service after sale. See all of our inventory at www.beckmotors.com. Then stop out today. It's Beck Motors Lucky 21 sale.
Have you looked at your retirement accounts lately and wondered, what are my expenses? Why do I have these holdings? At Reiki Gray Wealth Management, our team of advisors will provide an in-depth look at your portfolio and open the doors to these questions. There's no better time than now to review your financial future. Call me, Scott Meyer, or visit ReikiGray.com and let's get on track today. Securities offered through LPL Financial Lab, free written PC. The investment advice offered through GWL Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWL and Reiki Gray Wealth Management are separate entities for LPL Financial.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom, located conveniently behind Walmart, and see what you've been missing. Large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, online business security, and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology need. Wishing you Pierre Governors best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
And just ahead, the Comtech opening tip-off here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. And there have been some games in this building over many, many, many years. On one end, there's a tribute to the athletes that have come through either Stevens or Rapid City High School. Mark Ellis, of course, the former Oakland A. Dave Collins, who played with the Rockies, the Reds, a couple other teams. But it's basketball that's the focus here, and the Governors are on the floor wearing their black uniforms, base with Kelly green numerals and letters and white trim. Stevens in their home white uniforms with blue numerals and letters in the blue right below the neck. Price, Lutner, Williams, Kaiser, Gronlund for Pierre, Ellis, McNabb, Matkins, SoDak rising for the Stevens Raiders, who win the opening tip. Move to our right in the first half as you watch it on the River 92.7 page of the app or drgnews.com, and we hope you enjoy the action. Matkins up top to Jada McNabb. Had a very good game in the game in Pierre. Bounces in the right corner for Rising. And back out to SoDak, down to 15 on the shot clock in the first possession as Grace Ellis brings it right of the lane. Cut off there, pass down low. SoDak cut off, 7 on the shot clock. Back to McNabb out front, 4 to shoot. Into the lane, stop. Ellis a jumper with 1, and the shot clock is good. The Governors played defense so well for 34 seconds, and Ellis still hit it, and it's 2-0 Stevens. Price in the front court as the pressure is broken. Right of the lane, 11, too long. Rebound, battle for it. Can't reach it is Kaiser, and it's brought down instead by Stevens, and they pass it down floor for a layup by Matkins with a foul. Oh boy. Well, there are 2 frustrating possessions for the Governors. Kenzie Gronlund with a foul, the first of the game. It's 4-0 for Stevens, just 59 seconds in this SoDak 16 game, and Matkins will head to the line to make it, she hopes, a 5-0 Raider lead. She's good. Well, the Governors just have to fight through it, that's all, and they have to fight through pressure again. 5-0 Stevens, a minute gone, first quarter. Trapped in the corner, Williams. She brings it to Lupper, onto the opposing foul line. Back to Williams, races into the front court with 3 seconds to spare. Nearly walked and got fouled, and they didn't call it, and then Price threw it away and out of bounds. What else have we talked about so much this season? The Governors being sped up. They were right there, and head coach Kirk Bebout wants a timeout right away to calm his team down. We'll take 30 as well. 6:48, first quarter in Rapid City. Stevens 5, Pierre nothing, and the SoDak 16 back in 30 on the official voice of Governor Basketball, River 92.7.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Sometimes I may guess when they say something like he had to calm the team down, but I'm pretty sure about that one after that possession. Well, Stevens has it back. They're up 5-0. McNabb left corner for Rising. At the basket to our right. Jumps in the lane, throws it away. Avery Kaiser, down floor for Pierre. Governors look for their first points. Williams up top to Kaiser again. Right wing Price. And in her face by Ellis. A good matchup there, Ellis and Price. Williams on the left wing, back up front of the high post to Kaiser. Right wing to Price, still 20 to shoot for Pierre. Trying to drive on McNabb. Back out front to Gronlund now playing the high post. Right of the lane. It is Kaiser. Down low to Williams. Left it short. Kaiser grabbed the rebound with some hustle, though. Excellent play by Avery. Keeps it alive. Offense reset. Williams throws the ball away. Picked up by SoDak. Down floor comes Stevens. SoDak in the lane from 5. She hit it. Well, the turnovers can't happen either for Pierre. They know that. 7-0 Stevens. 5:48 first quarter. Price quickly in the other end, knocked away from behind by Rising. It's out of bounds to Pierre. Well, you heard Kirk Bebout say, make sure they're focused. And that's got to happen right now. Pierre doesn't want to let this game slip away in the first 6 minutes. Kaiser right wing, standing on the arc, drives into the lane, through 2 defenders, drew a foul, and Avery Kaiser will head to the line as Jill Delzer will come in, and Kaiser just took it right to the goal there. That foul is on Bailey SoDak, the first foul of the game on Stevens. Pierre is a 61% foul shooting team. Avery 59% on 36 of 61. First short. Well, the free throws have to fall too, and that's been a bit of a struggle lately. Ryan Berry comes in for Pierre. The freshman at 5'7" is Remington Price with a little bit of a rest. And as we mentioned, it's Jill Delzer, the 5'10 junior, in for Stevens, replacing Bailey SoDak. One more for Kaiser as the Governors look for their first point. This one's good. Stevens 7, Pierre 1. 5:39 left first quarter here in Rapid City, and we're glad to have you with us. It's the SoDak 16, winner of the state tournament Thursday night in Sioux Falls. McNabb, entry pass in the corner. Delzer just able to run it down at the foul line to Rising. Stops on the right side, brings it to Grace Ellis. Guarded by Lutmer. Ellis thrown away. Picked up by Pierre. Picked up by Ryan Berry, and then she throws it away as Ellis intercepts the ball. Down floor in the left wing for SoDak. Right wing Ellis. Right corner open for a moment. Matkins back to Ellis, top of that right wing. Near the 5-minute mark in the first quarter with Stevens leading Pierce 7-1. Lob it left side Rising. Corner McNabb, left baseline, open pass, scores. Where they just let Jada McNabb waltz to the bucket there, and it's 9-1 Stevens. 4:51 in the first. Pressure again. And the fans you may hear, and Kirk Bebout saying the same thing, move it down. They do. It is Kaiser on the right baseline. Threw it off the glass. Knocked out of bounds by Pierre. No field goals yet for the Governors as they bring in Lainey Stevens, the 5'6 junior, and Reese Terwilliger, the 5'11 freshman. Stevens 3.4 a game, Terwilliger 4.2, but again, nearly 8 a game, and a lot of rebounds for Terwilliger, 2 in her last 6. Zone by Pierce. It's Ellis on the outside for Stevens. Raiders lead the Governors 9-1, 4:30 first quarter. Lob down low, and Rising had it knocked from behind before a shot got away. McNabb in the corner. Picks it up, though, for Stevens. Out front to Grace Ellis. 14 on the Raiders shot clock. Right wing, caught by Matkins high. Gives it back to Ellis. Over Stevens' head. Lobs at left corner, Delzer. 4 to shoot again as they take it down. Ellis with a 3. Good. With 2 on the shot clock. They have run 2 possessions down to the nub. 12-1 Stevens. Midway through the first, the Governors are in a hole early. Ryan Berry on the right wing. Out front for Kenzie Gronlund. For Stevens. For Terwilliger on the right wing for Williams. Governors need a hoop. Down low. And it's blocked out of Terwilliger's hands by Matkins, but Pierre keeps the ball as it goes out of bounds. SoDak back in to Leah Porter, the 8th grader, but she's seen a lot of time this year for Stevens. She's 5'9". She's into the game. Stevens left baseline into Price, drives, knocked away. Porter with the rebound. Another block, that one for behind by McNabb. The Governors have missed their first 5 free throws, field goal attempts, short in the lane by Rising for Stevens. Price back in there, nearly had it stolen, but she's able to maintain the rebound, and then she walked. The 4th Pierre turnover. They're 0-5 from the floor, the Governors. Stevens is 5 for 5, and they lead at 12-1 with 3:27 left in the first quarter here in Rapid City at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. McNabb on left wing into the left corner for Rising. Skipping on the right side. Delzer it is for Rising on the right side. Now to Porter. The bespectacled Porter hands it to McNabb on the left wing. Bounce at the half circle for SoDak. Back out front to Porter. Past Williams. Left baseline. Off glass. She is called for an offensive foul. And as she has done so often in her Governor career, Kenzie Gronlund took the charge. Well, the Governors needed something like that. Porter's first foul is the second on Stevens and the 3rd Raider turnover, but Pierre needs a bucket. They're down 12-1 to Stevens. 3 minutes left in the first quarter here in Rapid City. Williams, right side, nearly too far. Stevens is able to gain it. Bounce right along to Terwilliger. Driving on SoDak and left it short. Rebounded Kennedy Rising for Stevens. Governors are 0 for 6. Down floor, pass is lost out of bounds. Too far from Rising to McNabb. Stevens has their 4th turnover. But here's where the Governors have to do something. Down 12-1, 2:40 left in the first quarter to Stevens. Tough environment in which to play. This is an old, loud building. Neat place. Williams, left wing, a 3 by Stevens is off the rim and rebounded by Jada McNabb. Long pass down floor and into the front court. That was the first 3 the Governors have tried. Porter in the right corner. Handed again for Bailey SoDak. Skipping on the left side for Rising. Down low, cutting Porter. Missed. Follow. Missed by SoDak. SoDak, however, gains it again and hands it out to Jill Delzer. 3rd chance here for Stevens is down low for a layup by Delzer off a great feed. And it is 14-1 for Stevens, a minute 58 in the first quarter, and this is not looking pretty so far for the team in Kelly Green and Black. Price for Pierre. Rising guards her. Spin, keeps that pivot foot down, stolen. SoDak down floor, layup. 16-1 Stevens, another Pierre timeout. And the first quarter so far has been a disaster for the Governors. Full timeout, 1:38 left first quarter. Stevens 16, Pierre 1. Back in a minute on the official voice of Governor basketball, River 92.7.
It ends this weekend. The Star Spangled Tax Time Savings Event at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Today and tomorrow only. This is your chance to drive away with lower payments and with cold hard cash in your hand. You can upgrade, get a new ride, lower your payment. You could win cash, flat screen TVs, and the grand prize, 2 new vehicles or up to $100,000. The Star Spangled Tax Time Savings Event. Only today and tomorrow, and only at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. An overhead door company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Wow, this is just not what the Governors hoped for, but Stevens has come out playing well. 7 of 9 shooting. The Governors 0 of 7. 6.5 minutes in, still looking for their first field goal with the ball and trailing Stevens 16-1. Stevens for Williams, right wing. Here comes a Price three. It's short, and it's rebounded by Kennedy Rising for Stevens. But the pass is thrown behind Kenya Maryville, who has just come into the game for Stevens, and out of bounds. It's a turnover. Maryville, a 5'9 senior. So Stevens has turned it over 5 times, but their pace of play is really bothering the Governors at this point. 1:15 in the first. Pierre with it. Stevens leading 16-1. Pass down low, right into the middle of a double team. And picked up by SoDak the 6th. Pierre turnover. Ellis, left corner to Leah Porter. 1 minute left in the first. Left wing SoDak. Here comes a three. She's good. Bailey SoDak with 7, 19-1 Stevens. The Governors have not won a SoDak 16 yet since the format was implemented, and they're in big trouble early. Kaiser on the right baseline, guarded by Maryville, turns around, misses it short. Rising the rebound. The Governors are 0 of 9 from the floor. 33 seconds in the first. Stopping right corner. Rising gave it to Porter in that corner and then lost it out of bounds. Dribbled it off her leg. So Stevens does have 6 turnovers, but the Governors have not taken advantage yet. 28.2 in the first. Pierre with the ball, still looking for their first field goal. They're down 19-1. Stevens playing at their best right now. Katie Williams on the right wing for Pierre. Up top to Price. Open for a three, and it rims the basket. 15 seconds. SoDak has the rebound. And she walks it into the front court. 9 seconds, down to 7 as it's back to Kennedy Rising. 3 seconds to Ellis in the lane with a drive from 10. Missed short. Ellis with a follow. Does not count. It went in, but it was after the buzzer. But Stevens doesn't need any more help than they've already had. Through one on the Gagels Gas Service scoreboard in this SoDak 16 game here in Rapid City. Stevens 19 and Pierre 1. Governor Basketball and the official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group, brought to you in part by the Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, and they include First Dakota National Bank, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, Avera Orthopedics, Midco, Comtech, Beck Motors, Kelly's Retirement Home, Pierre Dental Clinic, the South Dakota National Guard, Iceberg Funeral Chapels, Overhead Door, Anderson Dental, James River Broadcasting, DRG Media Group, and American Bank and Trust. Nowhere to go but up from here for Pierre, down 19-1 at Stevens in the SoDak 16 at the end of 1. Back in 30 on River 92.7. Well, Pierre does have it to start the second quarter. Price tries a three, and it rimmed the basket again. Grace Ellis the rebound. The Governors shooting 0 of 11. Stevens with it. Down low, thrown over the rim by Ellis. Avery Kaiser with a rebound for Pierre. They'll try to run. Tip still came to Laney Stevens. Left baseline, off the rim. And grabbing the rebound is McNabb. 0 for 12 for Pierre. 19-1 Stevens. 7:25 left in the first half. The Governors have been blasted so far. Down low, pass to McNabb, lay in, right block with no problem. 21-1 Stevens. McNabb 4, Ellis 5, SoDak 7 to lead Stevens. The only Pierre point, a free throw by Avery Kaiser. Now the ball's thrown away. Grace Ellis, down floor, finds SoDak, missed the layup, however. And Lainey Stevens hustles back for the Governor rebound. It's an effort to make it an effort. It's not that the Governors are not, it's just that nothing's fallen from the floor yet. And as Kaiser, left of the lane about 14 feet away, tried to drive, bumping into her is Grace Ellis for her first foul, and it's the third on Stevens. As coming back into the game are Kenzie Gronlin and also Jess Lutmer. Reese Terwilliger to the bench for the Govs, as is Lainey Stevens. 6:50 in the first half. 21-1 Stevens leads Pierre. It's out front to Gronlin. A shot just needs the fall. Maybe that'll start something. Instead, a pass is stolen. It is SoDak taking it away. Skipping on the right side for Rising for Stevens. To the baseline. She's fouled. Nothing is going right for Pierre. Kaiser with her first foul. That's just the second team foul in the Governors. But Rising to the line. Matkins with the only free throw so far for Stevens, and she made it. 2 here for Kennedy Rising, and the first is good. Stevens 22, Pierre 1. 6:35 left in the first half. We're at Carroll Higher Gymnasium, Rapid City, where the Stevens Raiders are grabbing this game by the nape of the neck. One more for Kennedy Rising, and this one misses. Rebound run down by Pierre by Jessica Lutler. And into the front court. Kaiser on left wing, hounded by SoDak, passing on the right side to Price. Swing it now for Jess Lutmer in the left wing, knocked out of her hand, and then off of Lutmer and out of bounds. Another Pierre turnover is number 8. Now here comes Ella Peterson into the game for Stevens. Peterson is a 6'1 senior. A lot of success from Michael Brooks, although this program is still looking for their first state championship. Brooks, we mentioned in the game in Pierre, a man with Division I head coaching experience, former head coach of the women's program at Bradley in Peoria, Illinois. Lob down low to McNabb on the right baseline. Shot wouldn't fall, but Matkins has the offensive board here for Stevens. And a drive in the lane. Kennedy Rising scores. 3 for her, and it's 24-1 for Stevens. 5:43 in the first half. Kaiser on the right wing for Williams. What can the Governors do at this point? Well, make some shots would be a start. They haven't made a field goal yet. They're 0 for 12. Right wing, it is Lutmer down to 11 on the shot clock. Bounce for Gronlin. Good catch. Right wing, Williams, 3. Rim the basket again. Goodness, Rising the rebound for Stevens. Front court to Ellis. And to McNabb, and the Stevens Raiders feeling their oats here. The 6th seed, 23 points in front, 13 minutes into the game. Pass down low, put in by Peterson. Great feed by Grace Ellis. 26-1 for Stevens. 4:55 in the first half. Pierre with Price out front to Gronlin. In the half circle, it is Kaiser. Drives, foul. Kaiser has the Governor's only point so far at the foul line, and she'll have 2 more right here on the free throw line. Thanks to Ella Peterson's first foul and the 4th on the Raiders. Reese Terwilliger will come in. No free throws here. Avery was ready at the line. Talia Porter and Jill Delzer come back into the Stevens lineup. 4:46 first half. Stevens 11 of 17 shooting, and they lead 26-1 over Pierre. Governors do have a new shot clock and a chance again for their first field goal of the game. Price on the right wing for Williams. Baseline drive by Katie, and it rolled off again. Matkins the rebound. This is hard to believe. Front court for McNabb. And how many shots is that? 5 or 6 that have rimmed the basket and not stayed down? For Pierre, Delzer to Matkins, right wing Porter. A 3 is good for the 8th grader. 29-1 for Stevens. Price on right wing for Pierre. To Williams, middle of the wing. Down low, Terwilliger in a double team. Bounced for a kick out for Williams. Drove and is fouled. Good catch of that pass by Katie. It was almost past her. But Katie made the catch of the pass, drew the foul, the first on Jada McNabb. And there will be free throws here for the senior. Katie, 60% on 50 of 83, but this one misses. 4:04 in the first half. Katie will have another. This one is short too. Ella Peterson the rebound for Stevens, who leads 29-1 over Pierre. McNabb standing in the offensive half of the center circle, the big blue S, the Stevens logo here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Entry pass from Porter is out of bounds. It went off a Raider last. It's Governor basketball. Pierre will have it. Bailey Sobczak back in, and Ella Peterson comes out. When it goes like this, I mean, what can you do? You have to keep shooting. You have 35 seconds to shoot it. You just hope baskets start staying down. Price for the drive. There is one that goes. Count it with a foul. It took nearly 14 and a half minutes. But the Governors at last have a field goal by Remington Price, and the foul is the second on Jana McNabb, make it 29-3 for Stevens. They've only put 2 on the board, but it is 3 for the Governors. Porter out and Ellis in, and Price will try to complete the three-point play. Remington, the Governors' leading scorer, but not on the all-ESD team. That's a quizzical one. Price hit the free throw, 29-4 for Stevens. 3:35 first half. So the Governors at last have broken the seal. They've missed their first 14 shots. Rising on the left wing for Stevens. Back out for Ellis. Grace into the right corner for Delzer. Push inside. Reese Terwilliger is not happy because she was the one who was caught. First foul on Reese, 13th foul on Pierre. New shot clock for Stevens. Ellis inbounds it to the right side to Delzer. Half circle 17. That one rimmed out. And rebounded by Terwilliger. That happens for Stevens at last. Shot is a block. Price had it blocked by Ellis. And then Ellis gained the board and Price fouled her. First on Remy, 14th foul on Pierre, and Michael Brooks, the Stevens head coach, wants timeout now. So we'll take it as well with 3:13 left in the first half in this SoDak 16 game in Rapid City. Stevens 29, Pierre 4, back in 30 on the official voice of the Governors, River 92.7.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Interest rates continue to be very low. Now is a great time to buy your first home or upgrade to your dream home. The team at Kathy Sunshine Properties can help you meet all your needs. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at 224-5588 or taradee@midconetwork.com. I look forward to working with you.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre, buckle up, stay alive. 29-4, Stevens over a struggling Pierre Governor team here in Rapid City. 3:08 left in the first half of this SoDak 16 game. Stevens basketball with Grace Ellis on the right side. Lobs it left of the lane for Kennedy Rising. Drive on the right baseline is left a little short by Sobczak. And Kenzie Gronlin with a rebound for Pierre. Well, one went down. Let's see if others can. Nope, not this time. A traveling call. Turnover number 9 on Pierre. 2:52 in the first half. I could say something about the Governors just want to make it look better, but this is the SoDak 16. And they've got to do more than make it look better. But it's looked bad for them so far with a lot of bad luck. I got to say that. Rising with a miss, follows good for Sobczak. There's another offensive board. That has been happening once again. 31-4 for Stevens with 2:30 left in the first half, leading the Governors. Williams out front to Gronlin. Middle of the left wing for Remington Price. Left baseline drive for Remy. Fouled. Oh, nice move. Remy put on the Jets. She does have good speed. and raced her way right past the Stevens interior. Jill Delzer reached out and fouled her. And Remy at the line, where she's hit one tonight. Rough weekend last weekend of 1 for 5, or in the last 2 games anyway. She's still at 80% for the year, but misses the first one. Why is this happening lately when I talk about this? I'm trying not to let her hear me. She'll shoot one more and look for a 4th point. On the way and on the board. Stevens 31, Pierre 5 with 2:20 left in the first half here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Winner to the state tournament, which begins Thursday night at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. Pass in the lane for Rising, 11-footers, a little long, and Katie Williams comes down with a rebound, her first of the game for Pierre. Into the right alley for Price. Back to Williams up top. For Gronlund on the right wing for Price, again down to 1:54 in the half. Remy, left wing, it's a 3 on the way by Lupner, bottom! There you go, Jessica Lupner with the first made 3 of the game for Pierre in her first 3 points, 31-8 for Stevens. Now a pass over the head of Delzer and out of bounds, too far by Kennedy Rising. All right, there's a made 3. Let's see if the Governors can take something more from that. 1:42 in the half, but it's still all Stevens, leading 31-8. Williams, Gronlund, Price. Lutmer, Terwilliger, the 5 on the floor for Pierre. Pass on the right wing, entry pass, and Grace Ellis intercepted it. Telegraphed, as the old saying goes, and Ellis anticipated it very nicely, stepped right in front of Price, and it's Stevens basketball again. Into the left corner for Rising. For Delzer into the lane, lobs it for Rising again, 1:12 in the half, 15 to shoot. Delzer for Ellis, stops left foul line extended, backs it out, lobs it in the right corner, open is Rising. 3 off the right side rim short, and it's out of bounds off Stevens. And it'll be Pierre basketball. Avery Kaiser back in for Reese Terwilliger for Pierre with 1:01 left in the first half. Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial Halftime Report coming up for you. The numbers of this game. We'll look at the other SoDak 16 scores. Don't forget tomorrow, 1:30 from Sioux Falls. Governor Boys and O'Gorman in the SoDak 16 here on River 92.7 with Brian. Price in the corner, 21 to shoot, 46 in the half. Kaiser in the lane, had a pass intercepted by Ellis. 11th turnover on Pierre. Ellis into the front court now with 35 seconds in the half. Given for Rising, but then it's too far for Delzer, and it's out of bounds to Pierre. And that is 10 turnovers on Stevens. Pierre has 11. So neither team has kept the best care of the ball in this first half, but Stevens has made the shots and Pierre hasn't. That's why the score is 31-8 Stevens. Katie Williams for Jess Lutmer, back to Williams at the lane. Kaiser up top, left wing Price open, takes 3, swish! Remington Price, number 54. And she has 7 of the 11 Pierre points. 31-11 Stevens, 9 seconds. Ellis into the front court now down to 7 seconds. 5 seconds as she hands it to Delzer. 3-2 in the lane. A jumper at the buzzer is left short by Jaden Matkins. But the Stevens Raiders dominate this first half in this SoDak 16 game. And our halftime score here in Rapid City at Carroll Heiser Gymnasium, the Stevens Raiders 31 and the Pierre Governors 11. Coming up, the Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial Halftime Report. We'll have that for you from Rapid City in 2 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governors SoDak 16 basketball, River 92.7.
Since 1894, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. I'm Rick Doctor, a financial advisor with Leiden & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Incorporated. I remain true to the vision of always putting clients first. I am ready to help you get where you want to be. Office is located in Northridge Plaza, Pierce, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services, Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Hi, this is Dr. John Rounds of Pierre Physical Therapy and Rehab. I want to thank the community for a successful opening of our private practice physical therapy clinic in 2020. We want to help you reach your goals in 2021. Back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain? No problem. Give me a call at 494-0257 so we can help get you back in motion. Medicare and most major insurance is accepted. Remember, you have a choice where you get your physical therapy, so choose Pierre PT.
It's the Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial Halftime Report here in Rapid City, and the Stevens Raiders have dominated the first half, leading the Pierre Governors 31-11 in this SoDak 16 game. I'm David Burrow. Our studio coordinator is Rob Whitebird. Stevens has led by as many as 28 in this game, and they've led all the way. They have shot 48% from the floor in this game. 3 out of 4 on threes. 2 out of 3 at the foul line. For Pierre, just 3 of 17 shooting. That's only 18%. 2 of 7 on threes. 3 of 7 at the line. Stevens a big rebounding advantage, 20-10. 14 turnovers on Pierre, officially 9 on Stevens. All Stevens in the first half, leading Pierre 31-11. Back in 2 minutes to look at the individual numbers on the Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial Halftime Report. Back in 2 minutes on the official voice of Governor Basketball, River 92.7.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
He weighs only 22 pounds. He sleeps most of the day, but he has a lot of toys. And boy, does he like to run. Turn a puppy or other addition to your family. Turn your starter home from cozy to cramped. It might be time to talk to a member of the First Dakota National Bank's home loan. The competitive rates on our more room for the dog to run loans. Bank yourself at home with First Dakota. Ooh, a puggle could so much space. Equal housing under, member FDIC.
11, Stevens lead SoDak 6 of the half in Rapid City. At least Stevens with 9, 4 of 7 shooting rebounds for her. Grace Ellis, 6, but also 6 steals for Stevens, and she hit a 3. 4 for Jada McNabb, 3 for Kennedy Rising, 3 for Toya Porter, 2 for Jill Delzer, and 2 for Ella Peterson. The Governors had 7 from Remington Price on 2 of 7 shooting. She hit a 3. Jessica Lutmer with a 3 for her only 3 points. And Avery Kaiser with 1 free throw for her point. Katie Williams held scoreless in the first half. And no assist and no steals and 1 rebound as Stevens has really shut her and the rest of the Governors down. Let's look at that scoreboard again. in the SoDak 16 tonight. Girls play. State tournament again begins on Thursday night at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. O'Gorman has beaten Lincoln 58-20 is that final. Harrisburg over Sturgis 63-49. So if Stevens hangs on, they play Harrisburg. Washington over Brookings 63-30. Brandon Valley over Sioux Falls Roosevelt 62-49. Aberdeen Central beats Spearfish 70-35. All the higher seeds have won so far. Mitchell leads Watertown at the half 28-18 at the Corn Palace. Huron at home leads Rapid City Central 16-8 with 6 minutes left in the first half. And here at Carroll Higher Gym in Rapid City, Stevens 31, Pierre 11 at halftime. That's the Leiden and Associates Ameriprise Financial halftime report. The second half from Rapid City in 2 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governor Basketball, River 92.7.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. 2013 marked the return of Pierre Governor basketball to the ranks of state champions. The Governors opened the 2012-13 season losing 4 of their first 6 games by a total of 10 points. But they turned their season around, losing only once by 1 point in January and February, and went through the postseason undefeated to become the 4th state champion in Pierre basketball history. The 2012-13 Governor basketball team, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Do your grocery shopping upstairs. Spacious aisles filled with savings. Shop sporting goods in the lower level. Apparel and footwear for the entire family with brand names like Columbia, Outdoor Research, and Adidas. Hunting and fishing gear, bait and equipment, and guns. Stop by Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
Make the world your playground while adding miles to your social distance in a new ride. If you can drive it or ride in it, American Bank and Trust can finance it or refinance it. Get as low as 2.99% annual percentage rate on any vehicle. New, used, car, truck, boat, even a motorhome for those extended trips. Stop in or call us today and let American Bank and Trust help you get out and play. Member FDIC.
Okay, here's the second half. Can the Governors cut into this big lead, which was at 1.28 for Stevens? It's halftime lead. It's 20 at 31-11. Second half begins with Remington Price, Jess Lutmer, Katie Williams, Avery Kaiser, and Kenzie Gronlund on the floor for Pierre. They're starting 5. And it's the starting 5 also for Stevens of Grace Ellis, Jada McNabb, Jaden Matkins, Bailey SoDak, and Kennedy Rising. Arrow points to Stevens. Second half throw in brought to you by Comtech, and Ellis is in the right corner now at the basket to our left. The video, of course, going on at the River page of the app and at drgnews.com. And a shot here is left short by Kennedy Rising. And Jessica Lutmer with a rebound for Pierre. And there's a good start to the second half. Now let's see if the Governors can cut the lead under 20. Price at the bucket to our right. Pierre in black. Planned entry pass knocked out of bounds. Oh, and then went off Kaiser. The Pierre fans don't think so, and the official behind the play, Domico Rodriguez, corrects Genevieve DeVan Osborne and says, nope, that went off a white uniform, meeting Stevens. Pierre will keep it with 22 in the shot clock. Plays right in front of Genevieve. I don't know how she did not see it. Sometimes they away from Jessica Lutmer. Turnover, down floor, SoDak. Pass knocked out of bounds by Remington Price. Stevens will inbound right in front of their bench and in front of head coach Michael Brooks. Comes Jada McNabb. 41 seconds gone, third quarter. Stevens 31, Pierre 11. Stevens scored 29 of the first 30 points in this game. McNabb for SoDak. Her jumper is missing. The rebound by Matkins. Left behind for an Ellis miss but a third chance driving in is Rising. Fourth opportunity, Rising missed that too. They had 4 shots and none fell. And it's Kaiser with a rebound. Now it's loose on the floor. A dive, Price trying to take it, Williams trying to take it. And while it's in the possession of one of them, head coach Kirk Bebout calls his third timeout. It's a 30. 6:44 left, third quarter of the SoDak 16 game in Rapid City. And it's what it was at the half. Stevens 31, Pierre 11, back in 30 on the official voice of Governor Basketball, River 92.7.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota with a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you into your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
Katie Williams on the right wing as Pierre inbounds it, 19 to shoot as Kaiser allows it for Letmer for a left wing three. Good by Jess, her second of the game. 31-14 Stevens, 6:30 in the third quarter. 2 threes for the senior. 1 of 3 on this team, along with Katie Williams and Kenzie Gronlund. Pass in the lane for Rising, intercepted down low. Remington Price has the steal for the Governors. On the left side, Lumber tries another 3, but this one's off the rim and rebounded by Jaden McNabb. He checked there for McNabb, top of the right wing for Stevens at the basket to our left, leading by 17. Governors have played a little better, but still the Stevens lead is big. McNabb out front, Ellis crosses in front of her. Bounce back to Grace Ellis out front as Stevens again takes time. 14 on their shot clock this time now. SoDak out front again for Ellis, 7 to shoot. Lob it back for Rising. Here's a 3 left wing. McNabb with good. Off the rim, hit the glass, hit the square, went back in. And Michael Brooks, the Stevens head coach, wants a timeout to talk to his team, and their lead is 20 again. 30-second timeout here. 5:35 left in the third. Hey, that's a Coca-Cola timeout. You know, I got a Diet Coke right here. I'll take a swig. 34-14. It's Stevens in front of Pierre, back in 30 on River 92.7.
Having a reliable, well-maintained, well-running vehicle saves you money. You have to take care of it. So let the experts at AJ's Auto Repair in Pierre do just that. You want to make sure that your vehicle is running at peak performance year-round, so bring it to AJ's, where they offer complete auto tune-ups and brake work, as well as general auto repair, plus they do all types of diagnostics. Make sure your vehicle is running its best. Take it to AJ's Auto Repair, Highway 14 and 1804 in Pierre. Call 224-6678.
Pierre Governor SoDak 16 basketball on River 92.7, brought to you in part by Golden Buffalo, your winning destination, and by AJ's Auto Repair. Lupper in the right wing for Pierre, down 20 with 5:25 left in the third. It's up top for Remington Price. Now a man defense being played by Stevens. Entry pass knocked down, but came back to Katie Williams. Still 18 on Pierre's shot clock and 5:15 left in the third quarter. Williams past Ellis. Nice move to the hole, lays it in. Katie Williams has her first 2 on one of her patented drives to the cup. 34-16 Stevens, 5:05 in the third. McNabb for the Raiders. Left wing for Mackins. They look for their 15th win. 18-footers off the rim here by Kennedy Rising. And a held ball on the rebound as Letmer had it grabbed away from her by McNabb, and it goes to Pierre on the arrow. Reese Terwilliger is back in for Pierre. Avery Kaiser comes out. Jill Delzer is back in for the Stevens Raiders. 4:50, third quarter. Winner to the state tournament at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls on Thursday night to play Harrisburg. Winners over Sturgis tonight. Price hands it to Kenzie Gronlund on the right wing. Williams in the middle of that lane with 15 on the shot clock. And an entry pass didn't make it to Gronlund, but a push is called on Stevens. And this one is on Jaden Matkins, and that is her first. And that's the first foul that's been called on either team in the second half. 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. 34-16 Stevens. Price right baseline of the bucket to our right. Inbounds to Katie Williams. For McNabb on the baseline. She drives. Instead, left wing pass to Gronlund. Handed off to Jess Lutmer. High post Reese Terwilliger, the freshman, and you know she'll be an important player for this team next year as a sophomore. Lutmer on the right wing, 17 to shoot. Good bounce inside to Terwilliger. Driving it for Lutmer. Open another three for Jess is off the rim, and it's rebounded by Jada McNabb. Long down floor, 2-on-4. And seeing that, Stevens backs it out. Price is able to knock it down. Good play and a steal. Down floor, 2-on-2. Williams off the rim. Price the board and got knocked down. So a foul on Stevens. Bailey SoDak with that foul. Her second team foul, and Remy back at the line where she's 2 for 3 tonight. The Governors are just 3 of 7. What a sophomore year for Remy. 14 points a game, nearly. Free throw is good. The 54th made three for Remy tonight. 34-17 Stevens. 3:50 left in the third quarter. One more for Price. Short on this one, but tap back to Remington. Price, and then a travel in the lane. Governors turned it over for the 16th time. Lainey Stevens back in for Pierre. She replaces Price. Stevens with it, and they're 5 on the floor. Jada McNabb along with Jaden Matkins, Bailey SoDak, Kennedy Rising, and Jill Delzer. They lead by 17 in the SoDak 16 game with 3:40 in the third. Rising in the left corner, and a pass intercepted out front. Nice play, Katie Williams. Down floor, this one's thrown away, intercepted by Jada McNabb for Stevens. Left corner for Rising. Kennedy up top. Here's a three by SoDak. It's good! Bailey SoDak, a big guard with her second three of the game. She leads all scorers with 12. 37-17 Stevens, 3:15 in the third. Lutmer tries again for a left wing three and knocks it down. Jessica Lutmer's third made three of the game. She has 9, 37-20 for Stevens with 3:03 left in the third quarter. SoDak in the lane. Oh, nice little hook pass to Delzer on the right baseline. And a bank in from 5 feet. And head coach Michael Brooks of Stevens wants another 30-second timeout. It's a Coca-Cola timeout for us. 2:56 left in the third. Stevens 39 and Pierre 20. We'll take 30 right here and return with more SoDak 16 basketball on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
It's celebration time at your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule. On Saturday, March 6th, we celebrate 29 years of being your winning destination with super speed drawing starting at 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. with prizes ranging from $250 up to $500. $2,900 in total cash will be given away. Come and enjoy a 10-ounce prime rib in the restaurant for only $15 and celebrate our 29th anniversary with us at your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, where we can't wait to celebrate our 29 years of business with you this Saturday night.
While we have a moment, let's quickly look at boys 6A regional play. For spots in the SoDak 16, Chamberlain is expected all over Miller 45-14 at halftime. That game's on KPLO. Stanley County in action tonight, but trailing Mulbridge Pollock with 2 minutes left, 53-37. That one's on KGFX. Buffalo's lost a close one to Mopo at Parkview Auditorium in the regular season, but Mulbridge Pollock playing better tonight and looking like they will move on to play on Tuesday evening for a spot in the SoDak 16. Pierre with it, trailing 19 to Stevens. 2:52 left in the third quarter. Stevens 39, Pierre 20. Katie Williams for the Governors, driving on McNabb. Terwilliger signed to set a stream, but the pass instead comes for her, and she's held by Stevens' Bailey SoDak, and that's her third foul. That's the third team foul on Stevens. Pierre hasn't been called for one yet in this third quarter. Ella Peterson comes back in for SoDak. She was one of the players that was hurt for this team early on, and her absence one of the reasons they started a little slowly, 3-3, but starting with a win in Pierre, they have been terrific. Bounce out front for Lainey Stevens, who's back in. Drive left baseline, wouldn't fall for Lainey. And Talia Porter, who's back into the game for Stevens, brings down the Raider rebound with 2:28 left in the third. McNabb Into the right corner for Jill Delzer. Back to McNabb out front. Stevens with a big lead, can take some time. Finds Porter, 14 to shoot. Right of the lane, Rising, down low, intended for Peterson, trying to save it in the corner, and doing so is Porter, down to 6 on the shot clock. Back to McNabb with 4 to shoot. Spins in the lane from 12, little runner, off balance, left it short. And Reese Terwilliger brings the rebound down. Long down floor, brought it to Kaiser. Baseline, she's fouled, nearly went in. But Avery will be back at the foul line. Good long pass, too, by Reese Terwilliger to find Avery. Talia Porter, the foul is her second, and the 4th team foul on Stevens. Avery Kaiser at the line with 2 shots here. Abe 1 for 2 at the line tonight. First one here with 1:53 left in the third rolls in. It's Stevens 39, Pierre 21. Remington Price in for Pierre and Jess Lutmer out. Lainey Stevens also on the floor with Reese Terwilliger and Katie Williams. And Avery Kaiser has one more free throw coming here. She looks for her 3rd points. First 2 have been at the foul line, including that one a moment ago. She'll shoot one more. She's good again. Stevens 39, Pierre 22. 1:53 left in the third in Rapid City. We thank you for being with us on this Friday night. The Governor girls on the road in the SoDak 16. The boys tomorrow at O'Gorman 1:30 here on River 92.7. McNabb for Stevens in the lane. Runner way short from 14, and the Govs just let it go out of bounds. And it'll be Pierre basketball. And down to 42% shooting in this game now for Stevens. They've struggled in this third quarter, only 3 of 11, but their lead is still 17. Williams left wing for Price. Remy's 3 off the left side of the rim, and on the back on a rebound is Kaiser. Porter grabbed it, and Kaiser commits the first Pierre team foul of the second half and her second personal foul. 1:25, third quarter. Stevens has led all the way. They were up 29-1 at one point. Now it's 39-22. So there you go. Governors with a 21-10 run to cut into this lead somewhat. McNabb threw it too far and out of bounds. Stevens just isn't playing a sharp third quarter. It is good for them that they have the lead that they have. And Michael Brooks really not too happy at the moment, talking to his team. Talked about focus in the pregame with Kirk Bebop. Maybe that's something Stevens needs right now. Williams for Pierre at the basket to our right with a minute left in the third. Out front for Stevens. Laney with a bounce to Terwilliger in the lane. Nearly dropped. A good play by Reese to pick it back up. And bounce back to Stevens in the left corner for Terwilliger. 15 to shoot, 51 in the corner. Right wing Price, open, 3. Off the side of the rim. Tapped. Great save by Kaiser, but it came right to Jill Delzer. And down floor. With 38 seconds in the quarter, it's McNabb for Stevens. 8 more seconds on the game clock than on the shot clock. Game clock now says 31. McNabb for Rising. In the lane, a spin. A runner from 13 misses. Avery Kaiser rebounds for Pierre. We're down to 22 seconds. Down floor for a left wing 3. Good, Laney Stevens. 5th made 3 for the Governors. They're within 14 at 39-25. 10 seconds in the third. Well, this lead was 28. Now it's been cut in half. 4 seconds, McNabb. Drive to the hole, went in. Great move by Jada McNabb. And the Governors can't inbound before the third quarter ends. So Stevens has it back to a 16-point lead on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard at the end of 3 in the SoDak 16. Stevens 41, Pierre 25. Governor basketball on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group, brought to you in part by the Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, and they include WR Restaurants, Red Rosa, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Stolken, Peterson, Lingle, Waltzai, and Jones LLP, Dairy Queen, Pitts Design and Build, Renke Gray Wealth Management, Olinger Law Firm, Bank West, Delta Dental, Gateway, Ford Lincoln Toyota, All Around Graphics, the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, and Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC. Fourth quarter ahead in this SoDak 16 game. Can Pierre cut into this deficit further? They trail Stevens 41-25 through 3. The fourth quarter in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Arrow to Stevens. They inbound to start the fourth quarter. Not the best third quarter for them, but they still are up 16 over Pierre, 41-25. In the half circle, SoDak. Handed to Matkins, back to SoDak. Middle of the right wing for Rising, down to 17 to shoot. Raiders can take their time with this large lead. Matkins outside the arc on left wing. Handed on the other side to Rising. Right of the lane for a 17-footer left wing that's short by Matkins, and it's rebounded by Reese Terwilliger for Pierre. Down floor, long for Kaiser, and just lost it out of bounds. Pierre fans want a foul, but not called. Instead, the Governors turned it over for the 17th time. 7:24 left fourth quarter. And Stevens will just take their time with this possession again, you know. Wanting to have a meeting with Harrisburg in the SoDak 16, or in the state tournament, I should say, in the first round on Thursday at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. The winner of this game gets those Tigers. Rising out front to Grace Ellis. Knocked away. Great play. Katie Williams brings it down floor for a layup by Lainey Stevens. She scores. What a play in midair by Katie Williams to knock it down. 41-27 for Stevens. 6:50 left. More stops, and this could get interesting, but it's down low here for Matkins, and she lays it in on the left baseline. Not a stop there. Matkins has 5. 43-27 Stevens, 6:36 left. Oh, and then Price threw it behind Williams, and Katie's upset with herself, as that would make you think the pass was intended for her. It's out of bounds to Stevens. Grace Ellis comes out for Stevens, and Kenya Maryville into the lane. Another player, SoDak, wearing a big knee brace, and so is Kenya Maryville on her left knee. And she has the ball now on right wing with 6:25 left. McNabb with a lob for SoDak, right baseline from 7, short. Foul on the rebound, and it's going to be on Pierre. On Reese Terwilliger. Reese's second, that's the second team foul on Pierre. No free throws. Stevens inbounds with 6:20 left, leading Pierre 43-27. It's to Rising into the left corner for McNabb. 9 for her tonight. SoDak leading Stevens with 12. McNabb out front with 6:10 left. Right wing at Maryville with pink sneakers. That's the color for breast cancer awareness, of course. Up front, Kennedy Rising into Maryville again. Here comes a 3. It's off the brace of the rim, but McNabb with the position for the offensive rebound. Another offensive board for Stevens. And they have a new shot clock with 5:47 left and up 16 over the Govs. Lob for McNabb, left of the lane. Middle of the right wing for Rising. Stolen away. There's Katie Williams again. And the Governors run down floor. It's Katie, left wing. Another 3 for Stevens off the brace of the rim and rebounded by Rising. Well, you can't blame the Governors. They've got to keep trying those now. It's down to 5:25 left, and they're still down 16. Maryville out front to McNabb, 5:20 to go. Lob, left baseline, thrown over the rim by Matkins, but she gained her own board, and a banker's good by Rising with a foul. Yet another offensive bucket leads to, or rebound leads to a bucket for Stevens, and Reese Terwilliger picks up her third foul. And team foul number 3 on Pierre. And it's a 45-27 Stevens lead with 5:13 left. Rising up to 5. Free throw misses, knocked out of bounds by Stevens. Now a timeout. Called by Pierre, a full timeout, a Coca-Cola timeout. 5:12 to play. Stevens 45, Pierre 27. Governor SoDak 16 basketball continues in 1 minute on River 92.7.
Come get lucky this St. Patty's Day at Beck Motor Company of Pierre's Lucky 21 sale. Every new and used vehicle has been sale priced to help your tax return go much further. And as always, service after sale. See all of our inventory at www.beckmotors.com, then stop out today. It's Beck Motors Lucky 21 sale.
Pierre Governors have 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to try to make something out of this SoDak 16 game. They did cut what was a 28-point Stevens lead down to 14 at one point. It is an 18-point Stevens lead now at 45-27. Stevens shooting down to 41%. They struggled a little bit in the second half, just 6 of 19. Pierre at 29%. They have made 5 threes. Jess Lutmer has 3, Lainey Stevens with 1, Remington Price has made 1, her 53rd made three-pointer of this season. After the Governor timeout, they inbound, come full court with 5:10 left. Gronlin into Katie Williams. Out there with Lutmer and Terwilliger and Stevens for the Govs. Lutmer out front to Gronlin. Kenzie starts a right-hand dribble, stops it, trying to hand to Stevens and trying to tear it away is McNabb. She couldn't. Instead, Jada's called for a foul. That's her third. And the team foul number 5 on Stevens in this second half. So a new shot clock for Pierre with 4:56 left, but that's of little consequence. They need a miracle is what they need. They're down 18 to Stevens, 45-27. Laney along the white baseline. Laney Stevens for the Governors. Handing it to Terwilliger. And again, trying to tear it away with a steal is Marival. But instead, a foul is called, and this one is on Bailey SoDak, and that's number 4 on her. Team foul number 6, so she'll come out. Oh, no, she won't. It'll be Jada McNabb to come out in favor of Talia Porter. Nope. Sorry, McNabb staying in. Miscommunication there. SoDak does come to the bench. 4:45 left. Pierre with it, down 45-27 to the basket to our right. Black with Kelly Green numerals in white trim, 5 seconds. Williams didn't get the ball in bounds. When the count starts 4, there's nothing you can do. The count made it to 4. Even a timeout doesn't save Pierre at that point. 4:43 left. Stevens 45, Pierre 27. That was the Governor's 19th turnover. Now they've forced a lot of turnovers this season, but they've committed their share. Porter, middle of the right wing for Stevens, who's in control of this SoDak 16 game, and looking like they'll meet Harrisburg on Thursday night in Sioux Falls. McNabb out front to Rising. Lob on the left side for Marival. And hands it to Rising. 6 on the shot clock. Too far for McNabb, and she throws a pass away that's intercepted by Katie Williams. Michael Brooks can't be too pleased with the way his team's played in the second half. Yeah, they still have the lead, but they've played fairly sloppily. Down low, great pass. Stevens to Terwilliger. Lay in for Reese. Wonderful pass. Great recognition by Laney. First 2 for Terwilliger, 45-29 Stevens. 3:53 to go. Matkins directs traffic for Stevens. Now hands it for Kenya Marival, and she's back out front. And Laney Stevens hounding her. McNabb, left wing for Rising. Thought about that 3. They don't need those at this point. McNabb, good drive. Scoop foul. Late whistle, but a foul is called on Pierre. Katie Williams, I do believe. Yes, indeed. That's her first. Team foul number 4. I've mentioned some names this year. I want to recognize other people who are important to this Governor team, and those are the managers. And these people work as hard as the players. As McNabb shoots the 2 free throws here, and SoDak will come back in. The first free throw is no good. The Pierre managers are Carmela Stanglin, Angela Rouse, Kaylee Duels, and Abby Jeffries. And well done by them. They deserve the credit that the players do, because they've just got to make sure everything is right, especially in these days of COVID-19. So congratulations to them. McNabb hit the second free throw. Stevens 46, Pierre 29. 3:33 left fourth quarter here in Rapid City. A 6 o'clock Mountain Time start for this game, so the normal start time. Remington Price for Pierre, out front to Avery Kaiser, 3:23 left to Gronlin. Right wing Lutmer, 3 threes tonight for Jess. Oh, close to a 5 count that bounced it back out front to Avery Kaiser. Left lane line for a left corner three by Remington. Price hit it. Second made three of the game for Remy. She has 11. 46-32. Stevens lead down to 14 again. 2:57 to play. Into the lane with a drive and losing it is SoDak, but that's because they're going to call foul here on Pierre. And it's on Jessica Lutmer. That's her first and team foul number 5, and this will mean free throws for SoDak, who has played a strong game. She has 12. It's her first time at the line, and the first is good. 47-32 Stevens, 2:52 left. So Pierre, for the second time, cut the Raider lead to 14. But now it's 15, and SoDak will try to make it 16. See, I can do my math. Free throw missed, however, and it's rebounded by Avery Kaiser. Down the floor she comes with 2:45 left. 47-32 Stevens in front. Katie Williams, and hitting the floor is Kaiser, and that's because Avery was pushed over by Jada McNabb of Stevens, and that's her fourth. She's the second Raider with 4 fouls. And that is team foul number 7, which means Avery, who got back up fine, is a 1-and-1 here. And the Governors need them all and a lot more with 2:42 left, down 15. First is good as Avery pushes it in, and after missing her first tonight, she has now hit 4 straight. 47-33 Stevens, 2:42 left. One more for Avery. Good again, the lead's down to 13. Okay, 2:40 left, 47-34 Stevens. Don't go anywhere yet. Another stop here could make things a little interesting. McNabb to Rising. Pierre put on a little pressure, but Stevens is in the front court. Backed out by Rising. Back to McNabb. Again, a lackluster second half, frankly, for Stevens. They have not played all that well, and Pierre's cut into a big lead. Out front to Maryville. 2:20 left for McNabb. Left baseline. Bounce. Thrown away. Pierre basketball. 2:15 left. The Governors have fought their way back after an absolutely nightmare start when they were down 29-1. Now they're within 13. Only 2:10 left, but let's see what happens. Williams guarded by McNabb. The 2 number 10s, as you can see if you're watching on the River page of the app or drgnews.com. Right wing to Lutmer. Down to 2 minutes remaining. And a handoff to Williams. Left wing, Price. Open. Here comes a 3. Off the rim, but Lutmer trying to run the rebound down. Can't quite do it. It goes out of bounds. So it'll be Stevens basketball. Price just missing it a little long. She has 11 tonight, and Jess Lutmer with 9. Katie Williams held to 2. 47-34 for Stevens with 1:50 left in the fourth. McNabb down the right alley. Governors might have to use fouls here. They have 5 team fouls. No, it's taken away. A turnover down to Price. Oh, but the pass didn't reach Lutmer, and the Governors turn it over. 1:37 to go. McNabb has it. Governors might have to start fouling now. Again, they still have a foul to give. 90 seconds to go. They're down 13, but it's Stevens' ball. Porter to SoDak at the foul line. 20 to shoot. SoDak drives, rolls it off, however, and rebounded by Avery Kaiser. The Governors with 1:15 left. They've got to put up shots in a hurry if they want any hope. They're down 13. Entry pass to Kaiser from Price. They got to put it up. Lutmer a 3 straight away. Oh, rimmed out. Kaiser with a rebound. It's knocked out of bounds by Stevens. Only 1:02 left. It's a 13-point deficit. It's hard to make up 13 points in 62 seconds, but at least there is the faintest glimmer of hope for the Governors. Got to put it up right away. However, into Lutmer. Jess tries to drive. Down low. Under the bucket is Price. Out for Kaiser. Thinks about a 3. Up, stolen away by Maryville, and drives for a missed layup, but McNabb is there for the follow and scores. Jada McNabb with 12, and there goes any faint hopes Pierre might have had, probably. 49-34 Stevens, down to 37 seconds to play. The 3 seniors are all on the floor. Williams nearly threw it away. Good save by Price. Down to 30 seconds to go. 3 seniors that have given their all for this program. Here's a drive by Price inside. It's off the rim, and it's rebounded by SoDak. 20 seconds left, and the shot clock is off. Katie Williams, Jessica Lutmer, Kenzie Growan, the 3 Governor seniors whose career will end in 10 seconds. Not how they wanted, but three young ladies who have meant so much to this program. And the tears may start now. The time runs out. The Stevens Raiders are on to the AA state tournament. Pierre made it closer in this second half. They fought to within 13 in the last couple of minutes after once trailing by 28. But Stevens with an outstanding start, and it was too much for the Pierre Governors tonight. And this Governors season ends with a one-win improvement from a year ago. Last year the Governors were 7-14. This year they finished with a record of 8-13. Stevens now 15-5 as Jared Vasquez, the athletic director here, presents Michael Brooks with the SoDak 16 trophy. And now the Raiders players lifted above their heads. And they get the Harrisburg Tigers in the final game at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls on Thursday night. And for the Pierre Governors, they say goodbye to three seniors that have meant a lot, but a lot coming back. And we told you all year about the JV team that has been so good for Pierre this season. And you can imagine, well, some of those players already worked into the varsity, including Terwilliger, who, what improvement she made as this season went along. So the Governors hope for bright things for the 21-22 season, but tonight ends on a disappointing note for them. But Stevens earned this victory. Our final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard in the AA Girls SoDak 16 here in Rapid City at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The Rapid City Stevens Raiders 49, the Pierre Governors 34, and it's Stevens that moves on to the AA state tournament. Stay tuned for the Montana Dakota Utilities postgame. We will, in that postgame, take a look at the official final numbers. We'll name our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. We'll have our Hermanson Endodontics big play of the game, and hopefully a visit too with the Governors head coach, Kirk Bebout. All of that in 2 minutes when we return to Rapid City on the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball, River 92.7.
Have you looked at your retirement accounts lately and wondered, what are my expenses? Why do I have these holdings? At Reiki Gray Wealth Management, our team of advisors will provide an in-depth look at your portfolio and open the doors to these questions. There's no better time than now to review your financial future. Call me, Scott Nye, or visit ReikiGray.com and let's get on track today. Securities offered through LPL Financial and affiliate SIPC. The investment advice offered through GWI Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWI and Reiki Gray Wealth Management are separate entities for LPL Financial.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right? Yeah, right. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action. Yeah, what's your story? Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig. Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Picture time has been completed for the happy Stevens Raiders, who will make the trip all the way across the state for a Thursday night state tournament game with the Harrisburg Tigers. They earned that with a 49-34 victory in the SoDak 16 tonight over the Pierre Governors here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium in Rapid City. This is the Montana Dakota Utilities postgame report. Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve. Stevens Raiders led by the 13 points of Bailey Sobczak. A pretty good ball game for her, and 5 of 11 shooting. Big first quarter. She also had 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and an assist in 23 minutes. Jada McNabb in 26 minutes. Solid game again for her. She's played 2 good ones against the Governors this year. 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting. She hit her only 3 she tried. She had 8 rebounds. She also had 3 assists and a steal. 6 points for Grace Ellis in 17 minutes on 2 of 5 shooting. Hit the only 3 she tried. Had a couple of boards and 7 steals. Half of Stevens' 14 steals tonight. 5 points in 30 minutes for Kennedy Rising. Only 2 of 11 shooting. She did have 5 rebounds and 3 assists. 4 for Jaden Matkins in 21 minutes of 2 of 5 shooting, 6 rebounds. 4 for Jill Delzer in about 14 minutes on 2 of 4 shooting. 3 for Talia Porter, the 8th grader, in 12 minutes, also 3 rebounds. Ella Peterson, 2 points. Kenya Marovo played but did not score. For the Governors, Remington Price ends her sophomore season with 11 points and 2 more made threes, so she ends this season with 54 made three-pointers. 3 of 12 shooting overall for Remy, 2 of 8 on threes, 3 of 5 at the line, 3 rebounds, 2 steals in 26 minutes for Price. Jessica Lutmer, not too bad at all in her final game as a Governor. All 9 of her points on 3 three-pointers. She was 3 of 5 from the land of 3, 3 of 6 overall in 21 minutes with 3 rebounds. Avery Kaiser with 5, all at the line, where she was 5 of 6, 0 of 2 from the field in 20 minutes. For Katie Williams, tough game for her in her final game as a Governor. They really defended her well, Stevens did. In 31 minutes, she only was off the floor for 23 seconds. She had 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting, 0 of 1 on threes, just 1 rebound, 4 steals, only 1 assist. Also for the Governors, Lainey Stevens in 14 minutes did have 5 points. She had a 3, 1 of 3 on threes, 2 of 6 overall. Reese Terwilliger, just 3 for her tonight and 3 rebounds. She has been so good in this last month and a half of the season in 18 minutes. Kenzie Gronlin in her last game as a Governor, 24 scoreless minutes with 1 rebound. Ryan Berry played 2 minutes, did not score. She did, however, have a block shot and a steal. Stevens 41% shooting, just 32% in the second half. They were 5 of 7 tonight on threes. They were 4 of 8 at the foul line. Pierre 10 of 35 shooting for 29%. They were 6 of 17 on threes, 35%, 8 of 13 at the foul line. And again, as they had in the first game, Stevens with a big rebounding advantage of 36 to 23 over Pierre. And again, boy, that number, and Kirk Bebout and I talked about it so much, and we talked about it again this week. 14 of the 36 rebounds for Stevens were on the offensive glass. He said that was the main thing that the Governors had to stop tonight. And, well, Matkins had 5 offensive boards and Sobczak with 4 for the Raiders. 14 assists for Stevens. Rising had 3, McNabb had 3, Matkins had 3, just 4 assists for the Governors on their 10 makes. Kaiser had 2, Williams with 1, Stevens with 1. 1 block shot, we mentioned that for the Governors with Barry. 1 block for Stevens. As we said, 14 steals for Stevens. Ellis had 7. Sobczak had 3. 9 steals for the Governors. Katie Williams with 4. But it all adds up to a win for the Stevens Raiders that advances them to the AA state tournament. Again, their opponent is Harrisburg on Thursday night after the 49-34 win over Pierre tonight here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium in Rapid City. Well, let's tell you about our Hermanson Endodontics big plays of the game. And we'll tell you about that in 30 after this from Hermanson Endodontics here on River 92.7.
Dr. Brian Hermanson is here to serve Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that's not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. They believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, they can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Well, the big plays, plural, came from Bailey Sobczak in the first quarter. We mentioned that she was one of the players who was injured for Stevens early in the season. wasn't around their first few games, and that's why their start was not what they expected, 3-3. But she's played well, and in the first quarter, she had 7 of Stevens' 19 points, hit a 3, came up with a couple of big. We told you about the offensive rebounds. She had a couple of offensive rebounds in the first quarter. Bailey SoDak's first quarter play, our Hermanson and Dodontics big plays of the game. Well, now let's tell you about the Cowboy Country Store's player of the game, our final one for Governor Girls basketball this season. We'll tell you about that when we return to Rapid City here in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
There's a reason they call it Champs Chicken. It knocks out the competition hands down. Cowboys Country Store is home to Champs Chicken. Buy the piece, buy the bucket, add some delicious sides. Great for on the go. Cowboys Country Store on Harrison and in Fort Pierce serves breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Right now, get 2 sausage, ham, or bacon breakfast sandwiches for just $5. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboys Country Store in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Well, I think it should go to one of the seniors in her final game, our Cowboy Country Store's player of the game. We're going to give it to Jessica Lutmer. She made 3 threes tonight, got in the way of some passes too, and Jess with 3 rebounds as well. Jessica Lutmer is our Cowboy Country Store's player of the game. Head coach Kirk Bebout, good to come join us. And Kirk, it wasn't that the effort ever lacked tonight. That wasn't the case. Even when it was 29-1, the effort was still going on, and I must have said, I don't know, 6 shots that rimmed out where it could have been a lot closer than that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think we just got a little shell-shocked right away and win a couple shots and go down, and then you start to panic a little bit as far as on the offensive end, and I think that's what happened. And then once they just calmed down and started playing how they like to play, things started going a little bit more like the way that we play. But, yeah, I mean, just like I said, one shot or a couple shots go down right away, and then they kind of get that monkey off their back as far as scoring goes, and I think that would help a lot. But I'm not even of course I'm disappointed that we didn't win, but the effort and just staying in there the whole time, it kind of epitomizes what they were about all season. If things didn't go their way, and they had tough matchups, and faced a lot of adversity, and they never gave up, they never quit. So, I mean, that's stuff that they're going to take with them forever. I mean, it really stinks. I wanted it for the senior class just because of all that they've been through and all they've done. They're really special to me. But, yeah, I honestly couldn't be prouder of the effort, and there's no group that I'd rather be coaching than this one.
You have said that many times, and you're not saying that. That's not lip service. Look, I've gotten to know Kirk Bebout. He's not a guy that does lip service. He really does mean that when he says that about his team. And you had 3 seniors on the floor tonight. Yeah, they're hurting right now, I know. But, I gave our Player of the Game award to Jess. And, boy, the confidence in her shot tonight with those 3 made threes was really a neat thing to see.
Yeah, I thought she was really poised. And she was, she saw one go down, and she was willing to keep shooting the basketball. And, she's someone who gets, she can get streaky, and she can hit some shots. And you could tell she was confident shooting the basketball. And she made some big shots for us, and honestly, I honestly felt a couple more go down. We hit one more, and we had a couple looks at them. All of a sudden, it gets really interesting, and I think we're right on the cusp of making it super interesting. And a lot of that was thanks to Jess hitting some shots to get us going.
And you defended, so much better in the second half. You forced them into turnovers. You forced them into fouls. You forced them into making passes they did not want. I know Michael Brooks will want his team to play, and they'll have to play better on Thursday than they did tonight, but I think that's credit to the way your defense played in the last 16 minutes.
Yeah, well, they just decided they weren't going to give up, and they were going to give every single up, and that's what they did. And, it's a matchup. It's just we knew going in it's a matchup nightmare for us because on the wings, we got 5'5" and 5'5". Hopefully they're 5'5", guarding, 5'9", 5'10", and super athletic. So that we knew that was going to be a problem, and at times they were able to take advantage of that. But credit to our girls, they kept battling, finding ways to get stops, and kept giving themselves opportunities, and that's all you can do.
They concentrated, and understandably, on Katie, and Katie was able to do a few of the things that she wanted to do, but passes a lot of passes that she tried got in the way of those. She made it as a 4 steal she ended up with, so still that number was there. But they really, and credit to them, they really did the job on Katie Williams tonight.
Well, I mean, Katie's our. I mean, we have a few athletes, but Katie's like the one athlete that really sticks out on our team as far as like she's as good as anyone in this, and she's an all-state basketball player in my mind.
I agree.
So, and the great thing about Katie is she doesn't really have to score a ton for her to, make a difference in the game. So yeah, I'm sure they keyed on taking away her right hand and keeping her in front. Obviously they're going to do that, and they want to make sure Remy's not getting wide open looks. And I still thought Remy had some pretty darn good looks, but. Yeah, so I thought Katie, she did what she does, and she tried to get her teammates involved, and she looked for plays when she could make plays, and yeah, exactly right. Credit to them. Jada McNabb is one of the best defensive players, one of the best players in the state, period, and she was D'ing her up, most of the game, and of course, that's going to take some toll. Katie, I don't think Katie came out of the game, so
no.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we want Katie to be superhuman, but sometimes she's not going to be. So,
you said you missed her a month ago. Now I bet you really miss her because I miss her already too.
She's a unique individual, not just when it comes to basketball, just the way she carries herself. She's a natural leader. People want to follow her. She, beyond just being super skilled, and she's very cerebral, very smart, very perceptive. She sees things ahead. She's like I said, she's an all-state basketball player, and what really bugs me, honestly, is just that I feel like she hasn't got that break or that credit that she really, really deserves. Like, people don't really know about her enough or she deserves so much more in that. And that's what really hurts me is, I want her to feel that reward and get that reward, but I know it's coming for her. Yeah. I know there's nothing but good things in her future. It just, it hurts when you don't get to see it for her right away, but it does feel good to know that it's coming.
We who do this for a living throw around the phrase team player a lot, but I think that perfectly describes Kenzie Grotman.
Yeah, she's a team player in every sport that she does. Mm-hmm. She's a team player as far as for her school. She plays softball, she does track, she does volleyball, she's helping out in the community, she's friends with everybody, she's a 4.0 student. She, on and on and on. She's just a remarkable kid, and she does it in a way that she's trying to help others and be involved with others. So, it's a credit to her parents. Lori's really went out of her way to help us set up community events and things like that. So, it's pretty obvious that where Kenzie's getting it from. And she'll be really missed. I just got to say, we are really excited about our future. We have a lot of young players coming up, but I don't quite think that people totally understand what we're not going to have on the floor next year. It's going to be a major adjustment when you lose a playmaker like that, a team player like that, a hustler, a defender, someone who can knock down shots. They are going to be sadly missed on the floor. They're going to be even more missed off the floor. But like I told them, team is forever. Seasons end. Even if we won tonight, we would have had a week left, and the season was going to be over. So season's coming to an end at some point in time, no matter what. But team is forever, and they're going to be expected to come back and be a part of our program. Any success that we have moving forward is going to be credited to them. I promise you that. And another thing I told the girls too is, when I came to Pierre, I came knowing that it was already a good situation in that there was a good culture and that they treated each other the right way and they worked hard, and I just loved the things that they were about. And I wanted to go to a place like that. So I promised them they worked really hard with Coach DeBoer, and I promised them that he deserves a lot of credit for all the things they've done and where this program is. So I want to give him credit and a ton of credit to these seniors, and we'll continue to do that as we build this program.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's not forget Scott DeBoer. But I kind of wish next season would start tomorrow, because I think Remy will be back for her junior year. I think of Reese Terwilliger and the improvement that she made, and there are so many others. Ryan Berry's going to be important to lead people up, and I'm talking about, and I just referred to it again before you came up here, your JV that played so well this year. Now those players will have the chance next year to show, hey, we can do it in varsity too, and I know they're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting, and to be honest, I'm one of those guys, though. I have not I'm one day at a time, one team at a time. I really am. I just can't. So I haven't thought. I just know we have girls that can really play, and it's exciting to think about and know that, we got freshmen, sophomores, juniors, all coming back that are all really nice players. So that's exciting. But of course, it's going to be a lot of work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the time in the gym in the summer, and that's where it all comes from. Some of these close battles that you have, or these postseason games, it really comes down to, earning it in the off season, in the weight room. And not that these girls haven't done that, because they've moved in that direction, but we gotta continue to make sure that we are earning our right to make it to a state tournament.
Absolutely. Well, Sacred Hoops ahead in your summer?
Yeah, I'm excited about that too. I got Ashlyn from McCook Central, who just made it to a state tournament. Yep. Got a couple girls from Flandreau that lost by 1 in overtime. Bella Pavlis and Mia Parsley, who are two of my favorite girls in the whole entire world. So I'll be looking forward to seeing them here in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I just want to decompress a little bit, and it's going to be some serious withdrawal symptoms, and just missing our girls that we, for our seniors, and just super proud of them. I'm, of course, I wish we could have snuck out a couple more wins and made it to a state tournament, but I think we're moving in the right direction, and these girls have no reason to hang their heads. And I think the way they played the second half and even second quarter, tells you everything that you need to know about them.
Yep. Withdrawal for me too, and I really do mean this. I've followed a lot of teams, and this was one of my favorites for the way they played, to get to know you for a start, but for the way they played and the way they conduct themselves, and the way that this team, it didn't matter what the score was, it didn't matter how far they were behind, they hustled, they fought. It's the sort of thing that really makes you feel good to watch a team play, and I felt good every second watching this team play this year, for the way that they played and the way they are and the way they're coached. All of you deserve a lot of credit.
Well, that means a lot. I really appreciate that. I know you've seen a lot of basketball, so that's probably the highest praise we can get. And even though we're not going to a state tournament, like I said, and I mean it, there's no place I'd rather be than with this program, with these girls, and we're excited about it. And a big shout out to you for all the coverage that you do. I mean, I think it's one of the special things about Pierre is how our high school teams get covered and the recognition that they get, that they deserve. So when I talk about Katie deserving to get some recognition, this is one way that she can get some of that, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate that.
It is an honor for us. I know I can speak for Brian Oakland. I know I can speak for all of us at DRG Media Group, that not only this program but all the others at Pierre, but this one for me to follow this year. Again, I wish next season started tomorrow, and I can't wait till it does. And head coach Kirk Bebot, and to you personally for being so helpful to me all year. You have made my job just so much easier, you and your staff and these players, and I thank you so much, and I can't wait for next season.
All right, thanks for everything.
Thanks, Kirk. Kirk Bebot, the head coach of the Pierre Governors, as there's a lot to look forward to with this team as his three seniors do leave. With sadness of this final result tonight, but with some good memories too, and it's some hope for the future, and a lot of good hope, not just hope, but a lot of good things ahead for the future for this basketball team. 49-34 Stevens. We'll take a 1-minute break, then wrap it up from Rapid City on the official voice of Governor Basketball, River 92.7.
It ends this weekend. The Star Spangled Tax Time Savings Event at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Today and tomorrow only. This is your chance to drive away with lower payments, with cold hard cash in your hand. You can upgrade, get a new ride, lower your payment. You could win cash, flat screen TVs, and the grand prize, 2 new vehicles or up to $100,000. The Star Spangled Tax Time Savings Event, only today and tomorrow, and only at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. The Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Carroll Higher Gymnasium starting to empty out now after this SoDak 16 game. Final game for the Raiders anyway in this building this year, and their next one will be in Sioux Falls on Thursday night at the Sanford Pentagon as the AA Girls State Tournament will get underway, and they'll take on the Harrisburg Tigers. Let's take a look one more time at the scoreboard before we leave you. O'Gorman, number 4 seed. All of the top 8 seeds have won, by the way. O'Gorman, the 4 seed over Sioux Falls Lincoln, 58-20 at O'Gorman tonight. And on Thursday, the Knights will take on the 5th seed Mitchell. Colonels over the Watertown Arrows at the Corn Palace, 50-33. Rapid City Central comes back to beat Huron, 44-43 at Huron Arena. So, my mistake, 1 through 7 and 9 wins. 9 beats 8. Central over Huron, 44-43. They must have had a finish there, and it's the Cobblers that knock out the Tigers. So the Cobblers will get Washington on Thursday afternoon. Warriors had no problem with Brookings at home, 63-30. 2-seed Aberdeen Central routed Spearfish in Aberdeen 70-35. Next for them, 7th seed Brandon Valley. The Lynx over Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Brandon tonight, 62-49. And Harrisburg over Sturgis, 63-49. So the 3rd seed Tigers, we say, get to Stevens on Thursday night in the final game at the Sanford Pentagon. Qualifier game, SoDak 16. The 2 games from 6A tonight. Chamberlain, as expected. The Cubs move on, the top seed in that region, beating Miller 81-36. So we'll have their SoDak 16 game on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO on Tuesday evening. But it's over for the Stanley County Buffaloes for this season. They do have a winning record at 11-10. But their final game, a loss tonight in Mobridge to Mobridge Pollock, as Max Potein falls by a score of 54-40. Good season for the Buffaloes, but it is over. And Chamberlain will move on to play on Tuesday night, and again, that game on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. But our Pierre Governor coverage for this season not over yet, because the Governor boys have their SoDak 16 game tomorrow on the other end of the state. But I will not be there. Brian Oakland will, and he will bring you the action as the Governors try to get back at the O'Gorman Knights, who absolutely dominated Pierre last Saturday afternoon by a score of 65-38. At Bishop O'Gorman High School. All the rebounding that the Knights did in that game. Eddie Myler had 19 by himself. Well, the Governors will try to hold him down and see if their shots can fall. They didn't shoot well in that game. Bennett Dean did hit 4 threes. So that action tomorrow right here on River 92.7, and we will bring it to you starting at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon with the Becky Pottseva State Farm pregame. So that's tomorrow afternoon. Also tomorrow afternoon, Minnesota Twins baseball on 1060 107.1 KGFX spring training action for Fort Myers as the Twins will take on the Boston Red Sox. Well, as I said, this has just been so enjoyable for me this season to follow this Governor girls team. And I'll be honest, you do build a little bit of emotional capital when you watch a team like this. I try my best to be professional. I told it how it was tonight. It was a nightmare start. But a team that never lacked for effort, and a team that, as I said, conducted itself off the floor just as well as any team I have ever seen. And they deserve all the credit in the world for that. And that's how they're brought up, too. We're handing out kudos. How about kudos to parents and families? They deserve that, too. But next year, after this fine JV season, well, the Governors, they could be a little bit undersized again, but they're coming off a season where the JV has had a wonderful year, and you'll see those players integrated in, as they were some, into the Governor lineup this season. But that is next season. This season has come to an end, and the best of luck to 3 seniors who played their final game in Governor uniforms tonight. Katie Williams, along with Jessica Lutmer and Kenzie Gronlin. Our thanks to Activities Director Jared Vasquez here at Stevens High School. Thanks also to our studio coordinator, Rob Whitebird. I'm David Burrow. It's been an honor this season to cover the Pierre Governor girls, whose season ends tonight. Final score one last time on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard in the SoDak 16 here in Rapid City. The Stevens Raiders over the Pierre Governors 49-34. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night from Rapid City.
Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 has been brought to you by
Bank West, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank.
By Fisher Rounds and Associates, Lynn's Dakota Mart, Montana Dakota Utilities, and Wegner Auto.
Governor Basketball is brought to you by
Beck Motors, Dairy Queen, Overhead Door, and the Vera St. Mary's Hospital.
By Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, Burning Electric, Reiki Gray Wealth Management, TMA, and Pierre Physical Therapy and Rehab.
And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties.